Okay, so the first thing I did when I was starting to search, I wanted to know whether um, harvesting or cutting down too many trees would have an effect and what the effect would be. Sometimes kids ask this question at school, so I thought that would be a good question. So I started by typing in up here, harvesting trees, and hey, I think maybe I figured out I can, there it is, it's big. Okay, learned something today, as you say. Okay, so first of all, I looked up here to do harvesting trees, and I clicked search. And I got some things to look at here. Harvesting trees from Penn State. Um, but I'm seeing, some Gov, I'm seeing YouTube, I'm seeing different .coms here, and I think maybe I would like to get rid of some of those things. So I'm going to go ahead and go into settings, and since I already did this, I think if I click this, it'll just go forward. Here we go. I had tried that one, and I tried to do all kinds of different things with the search, and I'm going to go forward here real quick. Yeah, and let's go back so I can show what I did. I tried to put in gov or org. I tried to change quite a few of these things. I put some exact words in, harvesting, I believe it was, harvesting trees. I didn't do any page numbers. The language, I did try to change, and anyway, as I changed many of these things, and clicked on them, I got something that said it did not match any documents. So I kept going back and forth, trying to get rid of some of the filters that I had applied. And then as I went forward here, I just tried to shorten my search to trees rather than harvesting trees. And I'm going to go forward one more time here to show you some of these. And as we can see, if I only put trees in, I still have a lot of .com. A lot of people here would like to just sell me a few things. So that wasn't at all what I had in mind. So at that point, I'm going to see what I put next. I think I'm going to go ahead and maybe just go back and do it manually this time. Okay, so if I do that, I come up here to the top, I go to settings, and I want to go down to the advanced search. I decided trees will be okay. I'll just start with trees because we want to talk about trees. And let's try an exact word or phrase. Let's go deforestation. And then I spelled that incorrectly, so let's see if I can get that fixed. Deforestation, I think that is correct. I don't think I want to put in any other words in here. I ran into trouble doing that before. The language I would like to have is going to be English. Oops, went a little fast there. Let's go back. English, and we'll click that. I kind of want to know a little more about United States, although I'm not opposed to reading about cutting down trees in other countries. So let's get way down here to United States. There we are. And then I think one of the things I really want to look at are just sites that have the .edu, because I think they would give me more relevant information. I don't care where the term is right now. Show most relevant results. Let's see here. Yep. The format, I don't think I care about that. I don't care about the license. And I'm trying to remember where update. There it is. Okay, last update. Let's go the past year. Okay, and now this is a little different than I did the first time, so we'll go ahead and do this search, and then let's see if my same sites will come up. All right, I am not a robot, so I want to submit that. Okay, and again, trees, deforestation did not come up. So let's go back, and I'm going to put, I have to go back through this. Let's go to, let's do deforestation up here at the top, because trees is not working. And we'll get rid of deforestation here, because I think maybe that will give me better results. And we'll try that. All right, let's start looking through some of these and see what we can find. Industrial agriculture. Let's see here. Recent surge. I really wanted to find some things in the United States. So let's see here. Here's one, deforestation is messing with our weather. Let's kind of check that one out. That sounds like that could be a problem if trees are cut down. So I'm looking here. Let's see, try tonight. I'm going to get rid of some of that. Okay. Deforestation, it looks like it is by Melissa Andrzejczyk. It's 2015. It's not this year, but it's pretty recent. And this looks like College Park, Maryland. So that could be in the United States. And looking through here, let's just check at the bottom. I don't see too much here. For more information, you can visit another site. You could print and email it. Well, let's try clicking on her name to see what we can find out about Melissa. See if it'll tell me anything. Since it's the first time I've done this, maybe I have to choose all kinds of things here. Google, let's try that. Why not? Oh, okay, let's just cancel and go out of there. We maybe don't care that much about Melissa. Let's see here, quit. Oh my goodness. And now you see the challenge here. I forget where I am. Let's try this. Yep, there I am. So I've learned two things today, how to get back in from where I was. So we couldn't find anything about Melissa, but let's maybe check one of these sites, see if that is something that I can look at. It looks pretty good. National Socio-Environmental Synthesis Center, that looks pretty official. Reliable, I guess is the word. University of Maryland, I think that's a real place. So chances are maybe this is a pretty good site, pretty reliable. The date makes it current. And as I try to read this, it looks like the purpose is to inform and educate me. It doesn't look like speculation or opinion at all. So I think this might be a pretty good site to find out whether cutting down a lot of trees is causing harm. And it sounds like it might be if it's changing our weather. Messing with our weather makes me question just a little bit. Because I would think maybe the vocabulary could be a little different there. It could, instead of messing with, they might have been able to come up with better words. Anyway, I think this is a pretty good site. It's a good possibility that cutting down trees could change the weather, especially if too many trees are cut down. I'm going to keep looking here though, see if I can find anything else. I didn't see anything else on the first page that I really wanted to look at. There's North Korea, which I don't really want to know, Siberia, tropical, that wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Put deforestation policy, maybe. I was hoping to find something a little more kid-friendly. So let me keep looking here. I know I found one earlier. And I may have passed over a bit. Let's try this one from Illinois. Oh, okay. This one looks more like what a child in 4th grade might like to look at. It doesn't look so wordy. It is from the Wildlife Medical Clinic, College of Veterinary Medicine, University of Illinois. All of those sound like real places. I don't really have a date. I do like the 5th grade through 8th grade information up here, and it's just short and sweet. Deforestation. There are many reasons a forest may be cleared, and as we read down here, deforestation not only destroys forest ecosystems, so any animal or plant that would thrive in a forest could be destroyed, so that could be a problem. It also plays a role in global climate change. So that would be another issue, I think. So that's telling us there could be 2 issues. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go back. And I think I had one more I wanted to look at today, and we'll see if I can find it. Maybe on one more page yet. Philippines. This wasn't it, but I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And I think this one might be a little tough for kids as well, but I do notice right away half of the forests that covered the earth are gone. That kind of fits with the question we had about this. Today, forests cover more than 1/4 of the world's total land area, so it doesn't look like they're completely gone. We're not into the extinct stage yet. We have 60% of the forests are in Russia, Brazil, Canada, United States, China, Indonesia, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, formerly Zaire. Here's a sentence that probably would be very helpful. For millennia, humankind has influenced the forests, although much of the impact has been relatively minor. So that is good to hear, just minor. But deforestation is expanding and accelerating. Relatively minor, but today the impact is enormous. So that is not good to hear. It's expanding and accelerating into the remaining areas of undisturbed forest, and the quality of the remaining forests is declining. So we examine global patterns, assess the human and ecological costs of forest loss, and discuss some of the steps that can help rectify the situation. Okay, we can look at historical trends, and then I guess we aren't really doing a lesson on this, so I should go ahead and get down to the bottom here. We have quite a few references that it looks like we could click on to check out. You have a summary here that would be, a good thing to read if I was actually wanting to find out this information. And I don't really see a date on this, or as I look back down again one more time, I think here are our authors. No, that's our links. Okay, so this would be where this person has referenced the information. Okay, let's go back out, and I did have one more I wanted to look at for sure. And we'll see if we can get that. To University of the Amazon. It looks like we could really find a lot of information here. And since I did all of the EDU, I think most of them are going to be pretty reliable. And they should have the authority, since they're put out by, most of them anyway, we could check them, but most of them are put out by a higher learning institute, so it should be by somebody who is not trying to trick us in 4th grade. Most of these then, the purpose is also to educate us. I didn't see a lot of ads popping up. Again, I tried to narrow it by region at one point, and I don't know if I have that filter on because I'm getting a lot of different countries, from Philippines to places in the Amazon, so that I probably could narrow that just a little bit more. But we see quite a bit of implications of greenhouse warming, and different topics do show up here. Climate change is a biggie. I don't see quite as many about the ecosystems and how it's changing where animals live, or how many trees, but I guess I'll go ahead and click one more here to see if there is anything else I can see. Of course, some speculation here. Collapse of the Maya. Could deforestation have contributed to that? Would be a good one just to get some perspective. And now I just want to quickly check my list here to see if I have talked about everything. I went in and used the Boolean operators to try to narrow the search. I think I narrowed it by region. Perhaps I didn't do that this time as I'm showing you. We've been searching within a site to kind of see if we could find an author. I didn't have luck with that, with the search that I did. Most of these that I want to look at are .edu, so they're not the .com or the .org, which could make it, at least for younger kids, a little more iffy. It might be harder to find. So they should probably stick with an edu. I think the point of view has been that they want to educate and tell us what's happening. And I think I've talked through reliability and authority. The tools, again, I could, if I wanted to. Let's say I wanted to find a video. I could click up here on videos, and then I would get some videos that I could show them or they could look at. What if I just want a picture? I can do images of trees being cut down. Oops, I went backwards there. I have books, and again, I can go over here to tools. It helps me to know if I'm in a video, I could change some of these for the length of time or for how old they are. Let me go back to all, and then we'll see what the tools are there. If it's the same thing, yeah, anytime. So I could go past year, and that does change things a little bit. Let's try tools again. Oops, and sort by relevance, and I could clear that if I don't like that. So we have a lot of different buttons to click on up here to change what I'm looking at, to make it more current. If I don't think the site is great, I can go back into my settings and try to put other searches on there. Maybe deforestation isn't even the word I want to look at. Maybe I want to find a better word that talks about conserving trees, or so conservation. So I could change my search and start over and try some different things until I come up with the answers that I'm looking for. And I think with this search, as I was searching, it seemed like we had some themes come up. So I'm pretty sure the information I'm getting is going to be accurate. I didn't see any unusual topics popping up. Most of it was talking about climate and what cutting down trees would do for that. And so I think, overall, I've done a good search and came up with accurate information. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and click down here and see if I can turn this off. Thanks for listening.